Everybody, Steve Politi, Ryan Dunleavy, Keith Sargeant here at the Rutgers spring game. A defensive battle. It's spring, full of optimism. I'll call it a defensive battle. Won by the Scarlet team on a fourth quarter surge. If you're looking for positives, Gio, Rashino, and the offense played much better in the fourth quarter. But if you watch the first three quarters, you got to feel a little easy.
Yeah. The one thing, if you want to feel better, would be that Ash said it was a very vanilla game plan.
Yep.
Only 15% of the Jerry Kill playbook, 10% of the defensive playbook, which is what it should be. Probably that's what spring football is. Other teams admittedly watch other teams' spring games, so why tip your hand too much?
And no Jawan Harris, no Jadarian Grant.
Of course.
A lot of their best players were not participating, so you have to take that into account. Gavin Haggerty, you buried the lead a little bit. You know, the start of the game.
Absolutely. What do we know about Gavin?
He's going to win the Haggerty.
I talked to him after the game. I talked to him after the game. Pretty good story. You know, he's a walk-on. He's been on campus for 3 years. He, you know, and even Coach Ash talked about it. Like, he's probably in the mix, you know, for a wide-open place-kicking competition.
Yeah, there you go. So there are some. And defensively, well, I mean,
defensively, here's what I would say. It's pretty much the same defense. I think the number Ash threw out, I haven't double-checked it, is they have 12 guys back who have at least started a game. So defensively, next season should be like the 14th game of last season, so to speak. Like, they should pick up where they left off. He's high on the secondary defensively, and that's mostly who played. The starting defense played today. So I think that the defense is clearly ahead of the offense. And whether Jerry Kill can catch up or not, defense is ahead of offense. Was then, is now.
And I will say this, Chris Ash is not a guy who can hide it. Like some coaches, like, we were great. Like Kyle Flood would come in after 45-0, you're like, what game did he watch? I mean, but Ash was very optimistic today. You know, I don't think it was BS. I think he honestly feels much better about this team than this year than he did this point last year.
Yes, absolutely. I think he knows his team better. He knows the strengths better. He knows the weaknesses, and he's not one for, like you said, he's not one for BS. So wide receivers need a makeover. Tight end needs a makeover. One thing I think is interesting is, and Sarge, you can comment on this, the 2017 recruiting class.
Yeah.
Hey, he keeps talking about how these kids are going to come in and compete. I think we could see like a record number of freshmen play, and I think
this
class better be ready to put a lot on their shoulders.
Linebackers, wide receivers. I mean, obviously Jonathan Lewis. You know, he's going to have an opportunity, but yeah, I mean, you know, there's going to be a punter, a place kicker who will be in the mix. I mean, there are going to be
4 linebackers, 6 wide receivers.
Training camp is going to be like unlike anything I can remember because there's going to be so many new guys who actually have a legitimate shot at competing.
All right, last note. Gun to your head. Starting quarterback.
Game 1, Gio.
I'll say Gio, game 1.
I'm going.
Well, you notice I say game 1.
I say game 1.
Yeah.
October 1st, I don't know.
Look, I think, and I thought he missed a lot of easy throws. Again, he still looks like a guy with some accuracy problems. I mean, I just think they think this kid's going to come in and take the job. It could be wrong, but it'll be. I think that's going to be really fascinating to follow because you know, unlike previous years where there's been a quarterback competition, you know, I think we're going to have one this year.
Yeah. We just mentioned 2 quarterbacks. There was a quarterback on campus this weekend. We should mention it. Louisville graduate transfer Kyle Bolin was here at the spring game. Who knows where he's going to go? Supposedly Texas. Remember Drew Maringer? Texas is interested.
Sounds familiar.
Is interested in the kid too. So if he comes to Rutgers, he could be the game 1 quarterback.
Who knows? You guys have a lot to do between now and August. I'm going to go away for a while, but you guys have a lot to do.
Didn't Ash say you just went away?
Isn't that nice? It was good. It was good. I deserved it. Long vacation for me.
All right.
Thank God someone's working here. All right. Signing off, Steve, Ryan, Keith. Thanks for watching.